Welcome back, fellow card fighters. Today is another beautiful day of deck profiles. Let's be a freaking weeb and make more deck profiles on Lyrical Monastery's Failure of the Deck, Krysrain. The deck that nobody ever wants to play or touch because it sucks. For the ride line, we run Willista Grade 0, 1, 2, and 3. Why? Because I want extra draws to draw key pieces and wombo combo the opponent. Grade 0, generic. Grade 1, when this unit is rolled upon, you can choose a card from your hand, put it to soul, search for the gem, and reveal it, and put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck. Second part really doesn't matter because that's a rearguard skill. Vanguard skill on the grade 2, I believe. Yep. Grade 2. Once per turn, whenever you play a gem card, you draw a card. So you play the gem, put it, draw from the gem itself, and then draw for this one. Second skill, it's for Guardian Circle, so we don't need it. Grade 3, Krysrain. Alright, let's talk about Krysrain skill. So Krysrain skill, Counterblast 1, perform one of the following skills. However, if you have 4 or more, then you do 2. If you have 5 or more, then you perform all of the skill instead of 1. Skills are draw a card, energy charge 3. Second one is choose one of your units, give it 15k until end of the turn. Third skill, this unit gains extra crit until end of the turn. And Divine skill, the biggest disappointment. At the end of the battle, this unit attacked the grade 3 or greater unit. Return all of your rearguards to your hand. Choose up to 1 card from your hand, call it to the rearguard until end of that turn. Increase or decrease that unit's power and crit to match this unit. So essentially, just Kage no Bushinjutsu. For the main deck, we run 3 copies of Krysrain, and then 2 copies of LV, and then 1 copy of Pot of Greed. Pot of Greed because I want to draw into more key pieces or combo pieces. And LV just so that upon hit I get the counter charge, and 3 Krysrains for Persona rides for obvious reasons. Then moving on, we go into the grade 2 of the main deck. We run a playset of Francine, we run playset of Priscilla, and then 1 copy of Melty. Honestly, I might play 2 copies of Melty if I had 1 more, but I don't really care to finish this deck. In terms of that, 1 copy is enough because it won't make any difference. This deck overall just sucks. So Ride Recycler, this one upon calling by Vanguard skill, then it gains 10k. And when this unit attacks, if you have 3 or more units with different card name, this gains additional 5k. And if you have 4 or more units with different card name, at the end of that battle that this unit attacked, choose up to one of your rear guards and return it to your hand. So if you call out your PG to boost, you can bounce it with this card skill back to your hand. Moving on to the grade 1s of the deck. For the grade 1, we run 1 playset of Bomb, the only card that you run playset of. 2 copies of Aura, 2 copies of Yuika, 2 copies of Eileen, 2 copies of Elistine, 2 copies of Albina, and then 1 copy of the Order, and 3 PGs and 1 Elementaria. Wow, that's a mouthful. So PG Elementaria, self-explanatory. We're to talk about it every freaking deck profile. The gem card we mentioned, upon play you draw a card and you put it into the soul, I believe. Yeah, choose one of your Vanguard, it gains 5k, and the second part you're probably not going to proc it because this is during your grade 2 turn. This card skill, essentially if you have Krysrain, it gains additional 5k attack and 5k shield value. This is your new card from Festival. Upon getting called out, placed, if your Vanguard is grade less than or equal to your opponent's Vanguard, this gains 2k until the end of the turn. If you played an order this turn, you can soul charge or count energy charge 1. And from the drop zone, whenever your other card is discarded from your hand during your turn, energy blast 3, remove this card, choose one of the discarded cards and put it into your hand. Kind of a nice poke. Then we run Yuika. Yuika's been around forever, so when your other unit in the same column as this is placed, if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, this unit gains additional 5k. At the end of the battle, this unit boosted a rearguard, Soul Blast 1, choose one of your boosted rearguards and return it to your hand. Okay, Eileen. Essentially, whenever this unit boosts, look at the top card of your deck, put it to the top or the bottom. So you become like, Psyqualia user. Okay, Aura. When the attack this unit boosted hits, retire this unit, search your deck up to 1 order card, reveal it, and put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck. So you can search out the Gem, you can search out the Elementaria, or Pot of Greed. The one card that makes this deck somewhat decent, this card during the battle this unit boosted, if it's a grade 3 or greater Vanguard and Krysrain, If you have one, this gain additional 5k. Second skill, when this unit boosts a grade 3 greater with Krysrain in his name, if you have 4 or more units with different card names, Energy Blast 3, until the end of the battle, whenever your opponents would call cards without Sentinel from their hand to the Guardian Circle, they must call 3 or more cards with different grades at the same time. Pretty much, it forces your opponent to either take it or call out PG, Sentinel cards. Let's get this over with the triggers. Blue OT because you want the extra power, extra crit, so you can do a divine skill turn. It will be devastating, but it is still lackluster. Disappointment. 3 draw triggers. I would play a third one of this one, but I didn't want to waste my money on it. Then I run, I think, 8 crits, but like random names and powers and whatnot. So yeah, 8 crits, 2 effect heals, and 2 generic heals with 2 different names, just in case you want to do it. The reason why you want to have multiple names for triggers in this case is just so that, God forbid, you have to play the triggers as unit, so you can fulfill Krysrain's condition of 4 or more, or 5 or more, 3 or more, condition different names. That's about it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed my suffering and misery of doing this deck profile. I hate this deck. I will stash it away and let it collect dust. But that's about it. I will see you guys next time. Peace.